So here's how to play the guitar part for the verse of Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Before we start, I'm just going to introduce you to the equipment, because this is expensive electrical equipment you need to be able to take care of. You also need to be able to take care of yourself, especially your ears. There's lots of volume in this amp, you can easily damage ears. So you will need one guitar, you will need jack leads, and you will need an amplifier. It's really important that you start with your amplifier turned off. Mine's got a standby light on it, but it is off. The volume's also right down, so that when I plug in I don't get any nasty surprises. So I plug in one end of the jack lead into the amp, the other one goes into the guitar. Once I've done that, I can turn the amp on, and I can slowly turn the amp up to a volume that I'm comfortable with. Now, we've got quite small spaces at Saltash School, so you're not going to want high volume on your amplifier. Otherwise you're not going to be able to hear what anybody else is playing, you're not going to be able to play in time, your performance is going to sound boring. So make sure your volume's low so you can hear other people. You're also going to have a plectrum, because the guitar is strummed using a plectrum. Now, you don't have to strum a guitar hard to get a good sound out of it. The amp's going to give you all the volume. You want a nice sound, so look to strum the guitar gently. Right, a little bit about the guitar. Obviously 6 strings on a guitar, ranging from the thickest, which is an E, right up to the thinnest, which is also an E, that sounds higher. A in the middle, D, G and B. Okay, when you get your pats of Boulevard of Broken Dreams, you'll get a guitar tab sheet which tells you the notes to play. Guitar tab's a bit different from piano notation, so I'm going to tell you a bit about it now. You'll see one on screen, and it has 6 lines, each of which represent one of the strings. Now, we need to know which line is which, and the trick to do that is to turn your guitar upside down and have a look at it. When your guitar's upside down, you'll see that the thickest string, the E, is at the bottom, and then A, D, G, B, and the little thin E at the top. Okay, if you now look at your guitar tab sheet, the bottom line is this bottom thick E string, with the A, the line above it, ranging up to the little E on the very top of your sheet. Turn the guitar back round. Actually, if you turn over and you're looking at your guitar trying to work out where to put your fingers, you'll find that in your vision it's now the right way around and the thickest string is at the bottom. The numbers on the guitar tab tell you which fret to hold down to get the note. So these are frets, each space. If there's a 2, say there's a 2 on the A string for the first chord of Boulevard of Broken Dreams, that means you hold down the 2nd fret. Any finger you like, doesn't matter. Hold down the 2nd fret. You should only strum or pluck the strings that have got a number on them. If they've got a 0, it means you play them with an open string. If I show you the D chord with all the strings played, you'll understand why. This is the D chord with all the strings. Sounds a mess. D chord with just the 2 held down, it's like that. So, we've already seen the first chord for Boulevard of Broken Dreams. It is an E minor chord, and it's played with an open bottom string, E, and the 2nd fret held down on the next string up the A, and you just pluck those 2. 2 of the other chords, D and A, have very similar shape but are just at different spaces on the neck of the guitar. So D is played with an open D string, which is this one, and the 2nd fret here on the G string held down. A has an open A string and a 2nd fret D string. Okay, the 4th chord that you're going to need is a G. G is a bit different. G is the 3rd fret on the bottom E string, and the 2nd fret on the A string, held down together. I'm using my third and second fingers to do that. The order is E minor, D, sorry, the order is E minor, G, D, A. E minor. I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. G, D, So spend 5 minutes getting to know your guitar. Practice those 4 chords, find out where they are, look at your tab, get used to that. Play the verse through a couple of times, then come back and learn the chorus.